Good morning, traders, and welcome to the Forex morning update. Today is Monday, the 3rd of July, and my name is Mark Owen. First things first, I'd like to apologize for any sound quality on the video on Friday. Not quite sure what happened there, but the sound was pretty appalling. So please forgive us on that one, and hopefully all should be rectified from now on. Okay, so it's a new trading day, it's a new trading month, and it's a new trading quarter. So let's see how today sets off. Um, what we can say from last week is that the dollar was absolutely annihilated. Now we've got to see what happens this week. Will there be a turn in the dollar's fortune, or will we see a continuation of the slide in the US dollar? Okay, let's have a look at the news today. Okay, so during the night, 2:45 this morning, we had the Chinese manufacturing PMI numbers released. They came in at 50.4, which was slightly better than expected. Any number above 50 shows expansion within the economy. So the good numbers for the China showing expansion is in place there. We'll get to see how these numbers impact the markets a little bit later. Main news really is at 9:30 a.m. We've got manufacturing PMI coming out of sterling. Forecasted numbers of 56.4, slightly down on the previous numbers of 56.7. So we'll see how they come in just a couple of hours. We will see that last week sterling had a pretty phenomenal week with mixed reports coming from Mark Carney. Now, the news has changed slightly. Mark Carney was due to speak, but this announcement has now been removed from the calendar, so I'm not quite sure what's happening there. So when I did my analysis yesterday, Mark Carney was speaking at 11 a.m., and I've just gone to the news now, and that has now been removed. So bear with me on that. And then at 3 p.m., we've got the PMI numbers coming out of the US. Well, I think these numbers are going to be pretty critical for the US after watching the dollar basically landslide last week against all markets apart from the Japanese yen. The dollar did take a real beating last week. We're going to look at that chart as well shortly. Other than that, there's not a great deal of news to basically get my teeth into this morning. One headline that did stand out was the UK drops Brexit bravado as Hammond tells CEOs May will listen. Effectively, what's happening here is there's a new approach in terms of how the Tories are going to speak with businesses now in terms of Brexit, because after the Tories got battered with and losing the majority vote in Parliament, and they're not quite as favourable as they once thought they were. They're now trying to speak with businesses to get a more favourable terms when it comes to Brexit. So I think the hard stance has now been dropped, and we will see a more diplomatic Tory government. Okay, let's get over to the money side of it. Let's have a look at the charts. Okay, so the dollar index, this is what I was talking about. It's not a very clean chart, but this was about as clean as I could make it, and things that I would potentially look at. So essentially, we've had the dollar sell off dramatically, and it has come down. It went into a little bit of a consolidation. We've had a huge sell off last week. So now what we're looking for is some kind of rejection this week, something that tells us that this market is going to stop on this trend line. If not, it's going to come down into the blue zone here. So watch how you trade this market or anything correlated. So for example, the dollar index, watch how you trade the euro and the Swissy. The Swissy is the one that's the most correlated, but obviously the euro is the market that's percentage-wise that's most directly linked to the dollar index, just about 60%. Euro dollar, we can see that the market has come right into our price reversal zone last week. The daily's produced a hanging man. It's coming to the 1.272 extension, and what we'll be looking for is a break below Friday's low to complete the hanging man formation. And then we'd look to sort of run that down a couple of targets. First target around 1.13, which is the previous swing high, and then we'll run that down to 1.1120, which you can see is the 61.8. So that's the euro dollar. Dollar yen, well, this was the worst market of all. No, sorry, the yen was the worst market of all last week performance-wise. Second that to the dollar, so it's not really a market of strength and weakness here. You've got two weak markets as of last week, but we still see this only going one way at the minute, which is to the upside. So dollar yen long. Kiwi dollar, we've got a couple of trades in here, one not doing so well, one doing okay. The market came right into our price reversal zone. It is a COT extreme, and we'll be looking to hold this market to take it down. Now, there is one downside to this market, and those that took the time to answer on Friday were absolutely right. When you are selling the Kiwi, if you're going to hold it for a period of time, then the issue becomes with the broker that you are with, because there's a lot of brokers out there that will charge you significantly to hold short Kiwi positions, and this is worked out as the swap. So any of you that don't know what the swap is, or your broker's swap charges, have a look. You'll be amazed. The differences out there are astounding. So check what your broker's charges are to hold a. For example, the biggest charges will come on something like Euro Kiwi or Pound Kiwi, and that will be to go long on those markets, because Kiwi is the term currency in those markets. So have a look what they charge you per lot to go to sell Kiwi. So we'll be looking to run this extended targets down to the 6,900 area. Dollar CAD, well, it came into our price reversal zone last week, and we're long this market. We've got a couple of targets in here around 131 and 132.70, which you can see up around that 38.2. Target 1, extended target 2. The extended target 2 would be an area we'd be looking to do a stop and reverse to get short this market potentially if we get some kind of reversal candle there. And last but not least, we've been calling gold long, but we've been patient. We've been saying we want it to come lower. Finally, we're getting that pushed down. We're at a similar level now to last Monday, where we had the gold fat finger scenario. So obviously the market still is not quite recovered from the fat finger, because you'd expect it to have, if it wasn't going to go down, it would have rebounded very quickly, and it never really recovered from that. So have a look, wait until it gets to sort of 12:30, 12:35, around that trend line. Wait for a 4-hourly or a daily reversal candle pattern or formation, and we'll be taking this market long. This will be a great trade, same as Euro, same as Swissy. There's a 4 or 5% trade here for you. So you know, this month's returns could just come from those three charts. Okay, that's it from the charts today. My name's Mark Owen, and I hope you've enjoyed the content. If you've got any questions, you can fire those questions into mark@phoenixblue.co.uk. Alternatively, if you do want to join one of our meetup sessions, they're going to be held in London at the moment. We're going to do 2 sessions, one for novices, people that have never traded or got very limited knowledge of trading. This is just going to be where you can find out anything you want to know about trading. What is a lot? Which broker to use? What's a trend? What do I need to know about macroeconomics? That kind of thing. And also meet some new traders as well. Then we're going to have an advanced meetup for traders. In this one, we'll be discussing everything from commitment of traders, commercial positioning, net positioning, again more macroeconomics, technical setups, trade managements, and general chit chat. If this is something you'd like to be a part of and become a part of the group, then please drop an email to phoenixblue.co.uk. I'm going to set up a community on Facebook for traders to attend meetups, I think. And I think this might be a good way to for us all to connect. So if this is something you'd like to be a part of, please let us know. Feedback on today's video as well. For those of you that notified me about the sound last week, thank you so much. If that happens again, please notify me again. Have a great trading day, stay disciplined, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day.